Hello everyone. The Galactic Council of Light has asked me to relay a message to you, and they have given me the title, Let Your Hangups Out of the Closet. Many blessings and light to you, sweet human beings. On this day, we greet you and we ask you to enter closer into the light, the shining light that surrounds you, the bright light that is you, the bright light that is arising. You have been experiencing what you have come to call a crisis, though we prefer rather the term upheaval, because it needs to be so in the way your development was structured for yourself and by yourself before you entered this time frame. It is so that you need these stirrings, these earthquakes below you, these thunderclouds gathering above you to shake you out of your complacency and into the places where you focus your attention on the things you prefer to focus them on. And when we say you prefer to focus them on, we speak of the you, the highest you, that is aligning itself with our energies and therefore more and more able to receive these messages. And we ask to you in this time of great upheaval to not only trust, but to also know that the powers that used to influence your planet has to a great degree diminished in influence. They have been split off and separated. And while you may see authority acting out, and you may fear repression, mass surveillance, control, these type of systems being put into place, this is only on the surface level. This is an attempt for systems of control, systems that are not organic but that need to be maintained with the energy from organic systems. These systems are crumbling and they are dwindling. They are trying to submerge the world below it, but the world it is trying to submerge cannot supply energy to those types of activities anymore. And that is why you see it crumbling from country to country and planet wide. You see the splits within your own systems, and you see the integrity within yourself in contrast to these splits in the outer world. And it is now that we ask for all of you to enter into your own light, to let your hang-ups out of the closet. Many of you think that sharing your light, beginning to shine, means being some sort of rock star, person who is admired, who is shining, who is glossy, who is perfect. But it is none of these things. It is, as we have termed this message, letting your hang-ups out of the closet. That is to say, it is sharing your vulnerabilities. It is that you know that you are supported and loved, and that your frailties are only frailties insofar as you allow them to block you from seeing how the impediments in your life are like dikes that lead the river of your soul to its right and proper destination. And that destination is within you. That destination is eternal. That destination lives within your heart. That destination is activated by directing your attention, managed from the center. You know, as your third eye, right above your eyes and behind your forehead, directing your attention to us from this place will bring you into a place where you can receive these patterns, these radiant patterns. And many of you are experiencing not only emotional but also physical upheavals in this time. Some of you have changed dietary patterns because of the crisis, not necessarily for the better, but also realize for many of you this is a way to shield yourself from the light coming in, because this light is uncomfortable. This light is like the spring light shining upon the dust that has gathered in the corners and that was left unseen until then. And it is a hard and difficult process to undergo, we realize this. But be happy, take joy in what you are doing, because it is a miraculous process to undergo. And each and every one of you won the lottery in the heavens when you got to go here and participate. And you are our emissaries on this planet. You are the ones we want to bring light through. And you often have the misconception that you need to be a radiant, perfect being for this light to shine upon the world. But realize that even for the truly radiant, perfect beings, those beings who also walk among you now, and who often in the shadows bring the greatest light to those places where people are in the most need of comfort. These people did not get there by first shining and then entering into the world. They got there by trusting that the flame that had been kindled within them would grow into a fire if they trusted that they could go in the direction of uncovering what was best, what was most beautiful, and what was most precious within each and every human soul. And trust that right now the patterns of judgment, the patterns of keeping you down or making you feel small because you might express yourself differently from what people expect of you and from what you usually do and what you allow yourself to do. Realize now that these patterns have been disturbed, and this means that you are free to enter into this new system of disturbance, shining your sense of order into it. And that order is not an order of control. It is the order of everything that grows from its own natural pattern to its own manifested purpose. And those things exist in a dancing harmony within each and every one of you, and so many of you are beginning to let it out and express it. So please take comfort in that you are progressing in the right path, and that this light is reaching you and touching you and holding you in those places where you feel you are falling off a cliff. There is a gentle brotherhood of love of ascended beings reaching out and catching you when you fall. Trust us and call upon us call upon the beings of light that most resonate with the beating of your heart. We leave you with this, and we love you so much. Be well out there, beautiful humans. You will be all right. You are all right. Everything is all right. And love is growing from the desert that you thought you inhabited into an oasis, then a garden, then a paradise of human beings.